Hey everybody in YouTube land, how's it going? Alright, here we go. Today's recipe, homemade granola. I actually made this one time before and it was pretty good. It's just that, I don't know, it just wasn't sweet enough for my taste, so I kind of changed the recipe up a bit. And I'm going to give it to you guys as y'all make this. Good stuff. What we got in this big old bowl here is all the dry ingredients. Consisting of 7 cups of old-fashioned oats. You can use that 1 minute quick oats if you want to. I got 1/2 cups of walnuts in it, which you can use almonds or whatever your preference is. 1 cup of shelled sunflower seeds. 1.5 cups of coconut, shredded coconut. 3 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, an 1/8 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/2 cup of raisins, and that is pretty much it for your dry ingredients. I got the list here. I'm going to read it all off, make sure I don't forget anything. Wet ingredients. Now you can use one of 2 things here. I used apple butter this time, and I've also used apple sauce. Totally up to you. This is the wet ingredient. So I got 1.5 cups of apple butter this time, but you can use apple sauce if you want, and 1/4 cup of honey, and then you're going to need about 3 tablespoons of vanilla. Which what you do is you got your dry ingredients all reported in here, wet ingredients. I'm going to pour this into that. So let me reposition the camera so you guys can see what's going on. Look at it just dropping off in there. Anyway, basically what we got to do is get all the stuff out here. We're going to mix up the dry ingredients and the wet ingredients. And now you can mix it all up and everything, and basically what it's going to boil down to, you just want everything good and covered and just a slightly bit damp. As you're mixing it, you discover that the mixture is too wet. Add some more goodies into it. Add some more sunflower seeds. Add some more whatever into it. Oh yeah, you guys notice this stuff over here where it's got the carrots. Yeah, right. Got the dried bananas. I just want to show you something. Get the package. Just for the fun of it, I add some of this right here. Is dried tropical fruit mix. I thought I'd try to do something random. Anyway, you just want to mix up this big conglomerate mess right here until everything's all coated. And if you see it's too dry, add a little bit more of the apple butter or apple sauce or whatever it is you want to use. So, no need in boring you to death. Watch me stir this up. So let me get it stirred up and I'll see you in just a moment. I don't know why I always start out with a spoon or a spatula or something, because I know I'm always going to get my hands in it. It's just faster, it really is. But look at here. See how the mixture's just kind of sticking to my hands, and it doesn't really clump up or anything, but it kind of sticks together. That's when you know you got it about right. And luckily, like everything I told you, the ingredients, the wet ingredients and dry ingredients, was the good balance. You basically just stick your hand inside there, pick it up, fold it over, and keep doing it. Rotate it, keep folding it over. Now, honestly, people, you can use a spatula, a big spoon, whatever. This is right here is honestly the easiest way of doing it. You know, you get all your ingredients mixed in well, all your oats and your other ingredients get coated good with the wet ingredients. So all that's left to do now, well, besides clean this mess off my hands, let's get us a big old sheet to lay it down on. I'm going to throw it in the oven. Be right back and get that set up. Alright everyone, you basically get you some cooking pans, be cookie sheets or whatever. You just want to make sure you got sides up on it. And the oven is now preheated. For what degree, you ask? For 275 degrees. Alright, back to the pans. See, of course you want to make sure you got good hot sides on it. And well, just be careful when you use ones like that so you don't sling it out on the floor or something. Because what's going to happen, every so often, you want to pull it out of the oven and you want to take your spatula and just kind of rake it around, mix it up a little bit. You don't want the stuff too deep, only about 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch deep. Therefore, you got plenty of room to flip the stuff around with a spatula to mix it up good. Also, if it's too deep, the heat's not going to cook all the way through, drying out the rest of your ingredients, and so it's not sticky basically. So you ask, how long is it going to be in the oven? It's going to be in there for about 40, 45, 50 minutes or so. Basically what you're looking for is whenever the mixture is pretty well dried out. So oven is now preheated. I'm putting it in the oven. See in about 50 minutes or so. Well, for you guys it'd be pretty instantaneous. Any rate, see you in a minute. Alright, well, I'll show you what to do when about every 10 minutes, as you're baking it for that 50 minutes, it stays in the oven at 275. What you want to do is just get you a big spoon or spatula or whatever. You just want to turn it over. So therefore, all the pieces, everything bakes evenly. It doesn't bake together either, so it kind of clumps up like that. It all doesn't bake together, and everything cooks evenly. And you want to do that about every 10 minutes or so, which actually I'm a little bit late because I got tinkering with something else and said, oh, heck, I got to go stir the stuff. So anyway, but it'll be alright. I'm going to stir it up good so everything bakes evenly, and what you got to do, don't do like I just did, throw the stuff out all over the stove. But if you don't make a mess a little bit every now and then in life, you're not living. So anyway, I'm going to stir up the rest of it. Just want to show you. Alright, I have one side of the oven. All we got to do now is let it cool. I mean, you probably... It's still, yeah, I mean, it's not too hot to eat. It's been out for about 5 minutes now. Anyway, let's see. See how it tastes. It's good. Sweet. Got that little crunchiness going on. And overall, it's pretty healthy too, man. It's got some sugars in it. Nothing, not anything outrageous, dramatic, or anything. Basically, I'm going to finish letting it cool out into little banana chips. They kind of soften up a little bit too from absorbing all the honey and the apple butter and all that. So they come, even the banana chips are a little bit chewy now. So now I want to let them cool, let it all cool, so before I find a container, or probably put them in big freezer bags. Probably what I'm going to do. So I'm going to let them cool. Be back with you in a bit. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, got it all bagged up. What you see here, gallon size freezer bag. You see how much is there. These are the quart size freezer bags. And actually there's one more bag about this size that's already gone. So, it's just good. We hit it. We knocked it off. And it's just good. I don't know what to tell you. Make you a batch. I'll eat one more, just so you guys know. See, kind of got little crumbles like that. That's right. That's some good eating right there. Well, check it out on my website, foodunite.com. I'll do the whole recipe spell out for you. All the ingredients I put into it. Now feel free to change it. If you want to put some different ingredients into it, go for it. If you want to take some stuff that I use, take it out, go for it. The one thing you make sure you got to watch is your ratios between your dry ingredients and your wet ingredients. If it's too dry, add a little more applesauce or apple butter, whatever it is you're using. If it's too wet, add more oats to absorb some of the moisture out. And that's about it. I mean, it's no real science or anything. Throw it in the oven, 275, 50 degrees, 50 minutes. This batch actually right here, I don't know if it's the difference between the applesauce and the apple butter. The apple butter is a little bit thicker. But it actually took it probably close to an hour to finish out, to dry out correctly. Now that it's dried and cool, it's crunchy, very good stuff. So go ahead and make some up. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up. If you like my channel, subscribe. Everyone, have y'all selves a great day. See y'all. Peace.